What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We're here for a game of Commander, and it's recorded, as you can see right down the bottom. But I was in between classes, and I thought that I'd play a game because I've been studying all week and pretty much all the week before that from school. So I just wanted to get a game in quick, so I'm not going to be recording. And this is a pretty interesting game, so I figured it was worth uploading, even though it's a recorded game. Hopefully either today or tomorrow. I mean, it's pretty late right now. It's like 1 in the morning. And I should be going to sleep. But I'm not, because I want to bring you this game, because I miss you guys. So hopefully you miss me, and anyways, so we're going to start out. And we have a pretty bad hand. You can't keep this hand, especially not against a control deck. He keeps his hand, so we mulligan. This hand's keepable. It's got to turn to rampant growth. We draw a tap land. Unfortunately, these guild gates are terrible, but the mana on this deck is so bad. I don't have obviously a tropical island. I don't have a taiga. I don't have a stomping ground, and that just makes the mana just so much worse. Makes all the fetch lands so much worse. Makes just the deck worse. So can't really afford those cards right now because just don't feel like adding money into the moto, and I don't have the tickets. So as always, if anyone wants to donate those lands, feel free. But our opponent's going to turn 3 Merieke. He's got pretty much the perfect start. Marsh Flats, another card I don't have, but pretty sweet, which I did. But anyways, how's everyone else doing? School's been extremely exciting. By exciting, I mean not that exciting. We came in and play our Glenalendra, because if we play Glenalendra, he just steals it. That's just bad news for us, so we just cannot do that. Then he plays this. I've never seen him play this card, so I'll show it to you guys. Breath Stealer's Crypt. If player would draw a card. Instead, he or she draws a card and reveals it. It's a creature card that player discards unless he or she plays 3 life. So already I can see this guy's got like some ultimate control deck, which is interesting. The one card I actually wanted to draw, and I drew it. Unfortunately, he's going to be able to just take with Merieke, and it's going to die, but that's fine. I just want to get his Merieke off the board. I mean, he's going to recast next turn, but whatever. He draws a Tundra. Just draws a little perfect here. So he plays Tundra. Plays Merieke, and just doesn't care. This card is awkward. Just shows what you draw. Which is good for me sometimes, but we'll see. So we're going to time walk here. We just need to get out our Maelstrom Water before he can just steal with Merieke. And we're going to tap land. That was not the greatest draw, but we'll take it. So we're going to play Maelstrom Water and hope that we have a way to deal with Merieke. Just pray. Living on a prayer here. See what happens. We'll spin the wheel. Maelstrom Water, fair card. Acidic Slime, not bad. I don't really care about his Breath Stalker thing, Breath Stealer. I just want to cut him off mana, and then we cascade into Gilded Drake. Hey, I heard you like stealing creatures, so here we go. We steal his creature. I mean, we could just steal his Gilded Drake, but I'm thinking he's gonna have a creature that I can steal that's better than Gilded Drake, but he blocks. So it tells me he probably doesn't have creatures better than Gilded Drake. So we pay the 3 life for this Trinket Mage. This is awkward, but whatever. We get a Sentai's Top. I was thinking about not playing this top here, so I could have 2 activations of Glenalendra, but I just want to be able to determine my draw. So I bite the bullet. I figure 1 Glenalendra activation should be good enough, and I actually thought about this. Like, there might be 2 things he does that are really annoying, especially with the Basalt Monolith out. But I just didn't feel like that was gonna happen. And he draws literal Wasteland off the top. So his deck seems super douchey here, or super unfun. We have Cultivate, Bribery, and what do you call it? Phyrexian Metamorph. So I want to draw the Bribery. I probably should just Metamorph my Glenalendra and just locked him out of the game for the next 4 turns. And he rebirths. So that wasteland he drew off the top was like literally the perfect draw for him, because I would have just countered that, but he got to wasteland my my island that was untapped. Unfortunately, that's what happened. I kind of had a feeling something like that was gonna happen. It was like I was like telling myself during the game like something like this is gonna happen, but I mean, there's no way to really play around with things like that. So we have bribery, and we can see his deck here, and you will soon see if the game stops lagging. Oh, it lagged through. Alright, I'm gonna try to pause just to show you the deck, so 1 second. Alright, so we're back. I had to go through the whole game again because Moto's replay system doesn't let you go back one step, it only lets you go forward. So you see this deck here. If you guys want to build a deck like this is a mini deck here, but he's a very controlling deck, and as you can see, his deck has no creatures in it. Unless he's got a creature and was one of his, what, 5 cards in hand? 4? He's playing Tomb, Sanctum, he's playing Army of the Damned, Signet, Batter Skull, Relic, Command Tower, Blink on Ascend, Consuming Vapors, Counterspell, Cryptic Command, Daze, Desertion. He's playing a lot of counterspells, he's playing Desertion, Demir Signet, Tombblade. So he's playing Jason Ingenuity, Jace Bellerin, Tangible Virtue. So we have a token theme here apparently. Out of Reckoning, destroy all non-token creatures. 7 mana, Wrath of God, kind of. There's a lot of token decks out there, so this is kind of a scary card. If you're playing against token decks, you don't really want that. Go for the throws. Got a lot of removal. It's playing Force Spike and Daze. Daze is pretty sweet in Grand Arbiter because you can cast it for like a Force Spike if you need to, but also, you know, Daze is. Force Spike I've never brought myself to cast in Commander, but sure. I technically took Daze because I wanted to make my decks more multiplayer relevant, and Force of Will. I don't know, Daze isn't really going to get you much anywhere outside of 1v1. Belwar Stone, Tutor. So he's got another token maker, Elspeth. He's got Liliana, Lingering Souls, Luminarch Ascension, Mandrain, Mana Leak. So he's got Mana Leak, Martial Coup. So he seems to want to make tokens. I mean, Master Skull is pretty trashy. Midnight Haunting, I would not be playing Commander. This is good with this Commander. I actually need one of these. It reminds me. So yeah, I mean, this makes tokens. Put a 1/1. So he gets a 2/2 for 5 mana. These are both, you know, almost the same card. One was made during Scars, and the one was made during Mirrodin. Block. Can this even search for a mirror? No. Because he has no mirror creatures, so he can't actually use the... other than making a 1/1. So, yeah, opportunity, draw. Alright, sorry about that. So, his deck makes tokens, counter spells, and kills things. Which seems interesting, but he doesn't have that many token makers to the point where... I don't know, it just seems like he would have a hard time actually killing somebody. And he only has... I mean, he's got 4 cards in his hand, so he only has this two Wraths that I see. But no way to push through his creatures, really. I don't know. Seems interesting, but that's what he's got. Oh, Spear of the Suns. It's not a card I want to play in Commander. There are so many really good 2-mana mana artifacts that really shouldn't really ever need Spear of the Suns. But anyways, he's playing Snake Basket. That's kind of funny. He's been playing a lot of good cards and he's playing Snake Basket. And Whites and Zenith. So interesting. So we totally brick. Obviously his deck is very good against Bribery. And we're gonna go on with the turn. He draws his Relic of Progenitus. So he's what he's drawing. He plays Compulsive, so he had that in his hand, and then he has, and this is pretty sweet because his Compulsive reveals what he's drawing. So he's drawing a Mana Crypt, Mana Drain, and Minamo. He discards Mana Crypt and Relic, so he doesn't really know how to play the Compulsive because he discards 2 artifacts. Oh wait, this is not Thirst for Knowledge, never mind. So he wanted this Minamo. Alright, sorry, I thought that was Thirst for Knowledge. So I stack my things wrong here. I wanted to cascade into Glenelendra, but I mean cascade into Phyrexian Metamorph. But I totally stacked those wrong. But this is fine actually, because this gives me an out to Merieke if he decides to cast it. So we get a Jace here. And we get 2 Cultivate, which is fine because he's probably going to kill my creature. We need land to make up for that. So what does he do here? He's going to mana drain my commander, trying to get like 1,000 mana on his turn. So he's going to Glenelendra it, which is fine. Glenelendra did his job. We're going to put a top card. He puts this card into his graveyard. So he's got a couple of wraths, token-oriented wraths, so I can't say his deck is bad. It just seems kind of strange. I've never seen a deck like this before, where it was like an Esper tokens deck. So he plays Jace, kills my Jace, it's fine. My Jace did its job, cast it for free, drew me a card. So he has Crim Monolith as well. I mean, I already knew that, just showed it to me. Alright, so I should have cascaded into Metamorph and had another Glenelendra, which pretty much blanks every single card in his deck. Glenelendra is probably the best card against his deck, so I really should have been careful. So we draw a Sphinx of Oathim here, which is pretty good. We're going to pay the 3 life, obviously. We're going to play this. So we have these 2 split. He splits like this. We're just going to take Chandra, the lands. I don't really know what he's got in his hand, so I don't want to just go all in on right of replication. Plus, I don't think the Blast is actually all that great, although he does have token makers, so the next split is going to be like this, so it's even better. So we just take the Phantasmal Image, Consecrated Sphinx, and discard Venser and Karn. We pick that one, obviously. We just start bashing him, and we're actually just going to kill him at this point. He kills our commander, which is fine, but we're just going to re-cascade if we need to. So he doesn't draw anything to stop us. And there you go. So that was a pretty interesting game. Actually, it was I don't know. He did a lot of stuff. And there you have it. So hope you enjoyed that game. Thanks for watching. And let me know what you thought of this. Sorry it was pre-recorded. But yeah, my opponent, that Wasteland, totally owned me. If I hadn't cast that top, I probably shouldn't have cast it. But you live and you learn. And thanks for watching. Appreciate it a lot. So see you next time.